Chiefs or die! Final score from Arrowhead Stadium. Your Kansas City Chiefs, 22. The Cleveland Browns, 17. In a game where it took Andy Reid's cerebral game plan adjustments, where it took Andy Reid to make plays with his backup quarterback. Yes, Henne. Chad Henne had to come on the field because Patrick Mahomes was knocked out in the third quarter on a 3rd and 1 play, which he ran for no gain. It was scary. It wasn't what you want to see ever, especially not in the playoffs. Wow, folks. The Chiefs had to dig deep. They had to dig deep. Harrison Butker wasn't doing them any favors. Harrison Butker was missing 33-yard field goals. Harrison Butker was back to sucking. Get your shit together, number 7. Those 4 points could have been costly. Get your shit together. So sick of you. First 7 games of the season, you missed 5 extra points. Damn it. But here we go, folks. Chiefs came out. Took the opening possession. Went down the field. Patrick Mahomes, read option, runs in for 1 yard. Of course, Butker misses it left. He doesn't just dink it off the upright. He misses it way left because he likes to suck. Well, then here comes the Browns. Browns go down the field. Nice methodical drive. Their kicker makes a 42-yarder, cutting the lead in half to 6-3. Then the Chiefs take the second possession and go down the field. After a holding penalty, it's 1st and 20. Or 1st and 15, or was 1st and 2nd and 20 at the 20. And Patrick Mahomes hits the best tight end in the National Football League. Travis Kelce, over the middle, scores. The Kansas City Chiefs. Butker makes the extra point. The Chiefs go up 13-3. Then the game really the Chiefs pretty much took control of the game. They came back down and kicked another couple field goals and really had control of the game 19-3 at halftime. You would have liked to have seen the Chiefs get another touchdown, but we had to take 2 field goals to go up 19-3 at half. Well, then the third play of the second half. Honey Badger steps in front of the receiver, interception, takes it down to the 15. The Chiefs don't go anywhere, and Butker gets up there and misses a kick. So you're thinking, man, the Chiefs are up 19-3. If Butker makes those 4 extra point in that kick there, that's 4 points, man. That's freaking huge. It should have been 23-3, but instead Butker missed it. So now it's 19-3. The Browns took that as momentum. They're like, okay, man, the Chiefs, Harrison Butker and the Chiefs haven't put us away. Let's go down the field and score. So the Browns went a long, methodical drive. Pinpoint passing Baker Mayfield to Landry in the end zone. It's 19-10. Then the Chiefs faced 3rd and 1 at the 50. The Chiefs tried another read option that they had that led them to their touchdown. Patrick Mahomes was injured. And he didn't just look like he was reaching for his neck or his head. He looked like he just took a freaking left hook from Iron Mike Tyson. It was scary, folks. But he got up, shook it off, walked off the field, but he never came back. So then you knew it was Chad Henne's game. Chad Henne we ended up running the football well with Patrick Mahomes out of the game. I'm going to get to that in a second. The Chiefs ended up running the ball super well. Darrell Williams took us down the field got us in field goal range. Harrison Butker was staring at a 33-yard field goal attempt. I'm sure he was shitting his pants, but he made it, and the Chiefs went up 22-10. Then the Browns went on an 18-play, 9.5-minute drive to pull within 5. And during that 9-minute drive, we found out that Patrick Mahomes wasn't coming back. So you knew when the Kareem Hunt scored and did his patented lay down in the end zone amongst the horde of boos coming down from Arrowhead Stadium, Browns had the momentum. They were dominating the line of scrimmage. And most importantly, they had Patrick Mahomes out of the football game. Well, the Chiefs kind of start driving. Chad Henne says, I'm going to start throwing it. Threw a beautiful 28-yard fade to Tyreek Hill. Hit Travis Kelce over the middle for 30. And then on a running play to Darrell Williams that only netted 2 yards, Ricky Seals-Jones was called for a chop block. So you're thinking, man, now it's 1st and 25. Then Chad Henne threw his worst pass probably in his NFL career to nobody deep down the field, and it was intercepted. So then you're sitting there thinking, wow, there's 8 minutes left in this game. The Browns have all the momentum. Patrick Mahomes is out of the game. Wow, what's going to happen? Then the Chiefs gave up 1 first down, and then on 3rd and 11, they tried to dump off to Kareem Hunt, but only netted him 4 yards. So on 4th and 7, with 4.5 minutes left in the game and 1 timeout, the Browns thought, if I was him, I would have went for it. Since you only got 1 timeout, you're damned if you do anyway. But I think their head coach, the Browns head coach, was thinking, Patrick Mahomes is out of the game. We got 1 timeout. There's 4.5 minutes left. We can hold him. So on 4th and 7, he punts. We ran a play to Darrell Williams for 3 yards. Let me see. Yeah, we had an incompletion. And then on 3rd and 3, the dump off to Darrell Williams. Makes the catch, gets the first down. Browns got to end up using their last timeout. On 2nd and 10, just before the 2-minute warning, Chad Henne took a big sack. So now it's 3rd and 14 at the 2-minute warning. We're thinking, wow, what are the Chiefs going to do here? Are they just going to run it up the middle for 2 yards, run the clock down to 1 minute and 20 seconds at punt? I was like, man, you got to do it. You can't put the ball in Henne's hands. But they did a shotgun situation. Henne got the snap, felt the pressure, rolled out to his right, dived. He went down. I guess his elbow hit the ground before the ball went over, so he was this much short of a first down. So now it's 4th and inches. You're thinking, take it down and take a timeout. Let the clock keep going and take it down and take a timeout. But Andy Reid with the ballsiest move in Chiefs franchise history. Andy Reid may be a genius. Andy Reid is a genius. Andy Reid is a quarterback guru. Andy Reid has always been a great coach of men. He brings the best out of a man because he's a man of his men because he's a player's coach. And the trust that Andy Reid put in Chad Henne on 4th and inches to make that pass to Tyreek Hill was huge, proving that Andy Reid's legacy is a quarterback guru because he trusted Chad Henne as his quarterback in that spot to get the snap, look right, throw it to Tyreek Hill for 4 yards, won the game. Game ball goes to Chad Henne and Andy Reid. I know you may think, hold on, Shaggy. You're giving the game ball to Chad Henne, and that's a fair response. Because who is going to share the game ball with Chad Henne? Is Darrell Williams. Man, Darrell Williams is clutch. Darrell Williams was injured last year on the first Sunday in December when the Chiefs played the then Oakland Raiders. He was injured at home and tore up his knee or his Achilles, and he hasn't been back on the field since. So, Darrell Williams was huge today. Let's look at these stats. Darrell Williams had 13 carries for 78 yards. That is so huge, baby. He is the man. It isn't Le'Veon Bell. He's done. I hate saying that because he doesn't get the ball. He looks disinterested. He runs up the middle for 3 yards. He kind of tiptoes and falls down. Le'Veon Bell, you're just along for the ride because you haven't shown us anything, and that's not a slam. It's just, dude, show me something, Le'Veon Bell. I guess you can't because Darrell Williams is kicking his ass. Way to go, Darrell Williams. 13 carries, 78 yards. Out of the backfield, Darrell Williams had let me see these catches here. Out of the backfield, he had that one catch for 5 yards that got that huge first down. Patrick Mahomes is the next leading carry with 3 for 14. Chad Henne was 2 for 12. Tyreek Hill was 3 for 9. Le'Veon Bell had 2 carries for 6 yards. I'm glad the Jets are paying that $7 million for you to play for us this year because you hadn't done nothing. Come on. Tyreek Hill was the leading receiver with 8 receptions, 110 yards. Travis Kelce had 8 receptions for 109, a touchdown. Baby Cheetah, McCole Hardman had 4 receptions for 58 yards, big game. And Darrell Williams had 4 receptions for 16. Byron Pringle filling in for Sammy Watkins had 2 catches for 14. DeMarcus had 2 for 14. Big freaking game. L'Jarius Sneed had the only sack. L'Jarius Sneed is the defensive player. Oh, well, Honey Badger made a great interception. So I want to give him some props. Way to go, Honey Badger. But L'Jarius Sneed with that corner blitz was huge. Bashad Breeland left the game with a concussion. We don't know how he's going to be next week. If he can't play, you're going to have to know that Sneed's going to have to be mixed in at the starting corner because Rashad Fenton didn't play today because he was hurt. So let's see. Let's hope Bashad Breeland can come back. As for Patrick Mahomes, I think he'll be back. I know if it wasn't for NFL protocol, he probably would have been back. It was a bad look for him to he looked concussed. He looked concussed, which was a major concern. But Chad Henne and Andy Reid's trust in Chad Henne was the reason why your Kansas City Chiefs came out victorious today. I also want to talk about something I just missed in my game recap. Daniel Sorensen made the monster hit, forcing the Browns receiver to fumble into the end zone for a touchback. That was a hit of the game too, because Baker Mayfield was able to find holes in the Chiefs secondary, and he started picking us apart. And when he hit that receiver down to the 5 and he turned, Daniel Sorensen made a monster hit. Way to go, Dirty Dan. He's either really, really good or, man, lost in coverage. But I tend to look at it glass half full. I love you, Sorensen. You're the man. Way to make those hits. Now the Chiefs have the Buffalo Bills with Josh Allen. It's going to be a tough game, but I think the Chiefs will be able to shake this off. We get Patrick Mahomes back. I think this close call will wake them up even more. On a personal level, I want to thank all of you on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter who reached out to me. I've been gone for the last 4 weeks. I had COVID-19. It's no fun. You don't want to have it. I did not have to go to the hospital, but laying in bed every night for 10 days, being woke up at 3 in the morning by shortness of breath is concerning. You don't want it. I thank God it didn't get bad for me, but just wear a mask and social distance, people, because this stuff's real. And I have been wearing a mask and I have been social distancing, but I was still able to find it somewhere, some way, or somehow, some way. Coronavirus found me on Christmas Eve. And I wasn't singing, I want a coronavirus for Christmas. Nope. But coronavirus found me on Christmas Eve. You don't want it, folks. Wear the mask. All right. Here's the deal, folks. Next week, for the 3rd year in a row, your Kansas City Chiefs will play an AFC Championship game at home. Not since Andy Reid as a team played 3 AFC or Conference Championship games at home. This time, we're going to have it at Arrowhead Stadium. At Arrowhead Stadium, folks, it's going to be tough, but I think we can do it. I really do. I think the Chiefs are ready to run it back. This has been their quest since last year. They've been wanting to run it back since last year. And they're ready. They're ready, ladies and gentlemen. Your Kansas City Chiefs are in the AFC Championship game. Shake it off, little Pat. You know what you got to do. Once again, props to all those who reached out to me through COVID-19, especially Tanisha Mahomes, who called me and was praying for me. Love the Mahomes family. You guys are the best. Appreciate you. Josh Allen versus Patrick Mahomes. Buffalo could have drafted Patrick Mahomes in 2017 with the 10th overall pick, but they traded it down or they traded it to Kansas City. You know, they thought that entire offseason, I wonder if that was a good idea. So then they did everything they could to trade back up into the first round in 2018 and get Josh Allen. It's Bills, Chiefs at Arrowhead. I want revenge on the Bills from the AFC Championship game from 94. This time it's at Arrowhead Stadium, which is a short drive to the countryside where you're going. You can't run and hide. So many questions. Questions like, what the hell's wrong, Butker? Everybody tweet at Harrison Butker this week saying, dude, come on. Get it together. All my followers tweet at him right now. Say, get your shit together, Butker. You're not doing that number 7 jersey that Matt Castle wore. Very proud. All right? Get it together, Butker. AFC Championship game, baby. Arrowhead Stadium, let's get it. I will see you next Sunday following the game. This is Shaggyshane saying, until then, let's go to the Super Bowl. Next Sunday, Arrowhead, Shaggyshane saying, go Chiefs.